Hey everyone, Dylan with the HD Perspective. Got the Snap-on flyer for October 2017. Well, let's take a look. So first off, they've got their new scan tool, the Zeus. From what I've seen, it looks like it's got some pretty fancy features, but for the price, I'm not sure if it's worthwhile. Somewhere in the neighborhood of about 16 grand, I guess they want for this thing. So to get your return on investment, you really need to be using it all the time. I don't know. It'd be pretty tough to make your money's worth out of that, especially if, you're just your own guy type thing. Maybe if you owned a shop or something. I don't know. Still pretty pricey. Even half that money would be pretty pricey, I think. But I don't know that much about them because, obviously I'm a heavy duty mechanic and don't really use automotive scan tools too much. So yeah, on this page, not really any deals per se. They're featured products. I guess they're new. 1/2 inch keyless chuck reversible air drill, $566. And then they've got the 3/8 version as well for $435. They've got an angle drill here, $497. It's electric. And they've got the Blue Point 1/2 inch stubby impact. Looks like it could be useful, handy, but I don't know if you want to spend $350 on that. Pretty pricey stuff, especially for what it is. They are reversible air drills, and the keyless chuck's kind of nice. I actually have the 1/2 inch version, but I have the keyed chuck, I guess. So the old version. And it's been a good drill, but I think you could get a cordless one for a lot cheaper and be just as happy. Maybe a Milwaukee or something. Here they've got kind of their charity thing for the month. Whether, you want to go this route through Snap-on to donate or whatever. I don't know. You got to do your research. Never be too careful. Like Snap-on, obviously they're going to use it as a taxable donation or something like that and get the returns on that instead of you. So I would say, pick your charity and pay directly to them rather than through somebody else. Here they've got a starter kit, service cart with a bunch of your basic service set for basically, well, I guess it's $1,000 for the service cart and then just over $2,000 for the tools. I don't know if I'd go this route or not. I definitely, those are some good tools to have as a beginner, but I think I might just put together my own set from different brands and look for deals and sales and stuff like that. Probably come up with a nicer set for way less money. And here, you can submit your idea to Snap-on and maybe they'll pay you a few bucks for it if they like it. Got some low profile universal sets, socket and ratchet deals. Yeah, they look like they could be handy if you work a lot in tight spots, maybe more automotive or aviation or something. I don't really use chrome sockets a whole lot, like I have them, but I mainly just use impact sockets, even if I'm just hand ratcheting something. It's my personal preference. I don't know why spend money on both, but hey, if you're not using impact tools, then maybe it's the way to go. Get a few bucks off. Looks kind of like the standard 10%. Nothing too crazy though. And here they've got some more kind of the same, I guess. They've got another air drill, 3/8 and a quarter, keyed and a keyless chuck, orbital sanders, geared sander, reciprocating saw, angle grinder, and the air hammer. I've heard good things about the air hammers, but I actually just broke my air hammer and I picked one up off the Mack truck for about half that. So this one here is 440, and I believe I paid like 220 or something for the one off the Mack truck. And if I would have been willing to shop around, I probably could have found an even better deal, but I broke one and the Mack lady was there, so you know, I kind of needed it then. And then they've got, you know, the accessories for those tools too. Actually, the prices are half decent, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they're a little bit pricey. And here they've got a bunch of different lighting options, you know, under hood lights and stuff like that. Standard kind of 10% off. Pretty pricey stuff. I don't know. I just really can't justify it for the price. I could not recommend going this direction. Like, if you're getting electric tools, you really got to look at the full package. You can't just look at one item and then get that and not consider the rest of what they offer. Because you got to think about what you're going to be buying in the future. And, you know, you don't want to have like 3 or 4 different chargers in your toolbox with different batteries and everything like that. So, personally, I'm kind of moving towards the Milwaukee. They've really been impressing me. And, you know, they have a ton of different tools, a lot of different stuff that's very useful. And the batteries are good. So, you know, kind of stick with what I found to be good. Snap-on, you know, they have many different battery styles over the years and they always change it. It's just, it sucks. Yeah, they've got these little boost packs, you know, could be handy, but for $550, not too sure if that's the direction that would be the best. So, I don't know. Booster cables are cheap. And, you know, they've got their welders, whether or not they're any good or not, I'm not sure. They might be just rebranded from another company. Never used a Snap-on welder before. Can't really say. And then they've got their triple bank deal, I guess, of the month, where you can spend an arm and a leg. But they are nice boxes, I will give them that. I do enjoy my Epic, that's for sure. But I also bought it used, so got a bit of a deal. And then, if you want to keep watching, I got the heavy duty flyer finally. That's good till the end of the month as well. And up at the front here, they've got their scan tool for heavy duty trucks, I guess. Once again, not really that familiar with it. Not sure how good it is. I've always just used the OEM scan tools, so I can't really say. You know, OEM's probably the best if you're, yeah, you know, depending on what you're doing. Like at my company, we all kind of run the same brand. We mostly run Cummins engines and just about everything. So we've got the Cummins software. We got some Detroit and some Cat and stuff, and we got the Cat and the Detroit software as well. But there you go. There's the prices if you're interested. I'd like to see a demo on it, maybe, but not too sure. Wireless battery system tester. Yeah, I don't know. You can get a battery tester for way cheaper and basically give you the same information. I guess if you got to print out something for a customer, maybe. Well, also, these power inverters, I don't know, $596, basically $600. You know, you can get them for quite a bit less. We got a digital multimeter, $643, and then another one for $186. Plug-in style booster cables, $300, really. Test lead kit, $200. Way too much. Oh, they've got a little test light with a multimeter or a voltmeter in the handle for $140, $135, I guess. I would say get a power probe. They're way cheaper and way more use. Little video scope, 1350. Another borescope. A thermometer for $87, really? Okay. Underhood work light lamp, shop lamps, floodlights. I don't know. Once again, like I said before, I don't know if this is the direction I'd be taking for lighting. Kind of pretty pricey stuff. Oh, they got a plasma cutter here. One for $4 and the other one for $6,500. Butane gas torches. These are rebranded Portazol torch, I think. Yeah, you can get them on Amazon a lot less. Auto darkening welding helmets. I do like auto darkening welding helmets for sure. But once again, they're up there in price, and I'm not sure if they're worth the premium. They're just trying to break into the welding market, I suppose, but MIG welder. There you go, more welding masks. Smoke machine. You know, I've heard great things about these things. I've never really used one. Not sure I'm willing to spend $1,700 to see if they're any good or not. But hey, maybe if you've used one, let me know in the comments how you like it and what you use it for. Fuel pressure test set, always handy to have, but you could probably make up your own or find one from another vendor. Fluid evacuator, $186. It looks like it's the kind of a rebranded Mighty Vac maybe, or not too sure, but that's what it looks like. Diesel EGR and induction cleaning system. I don't know, never used one of those. But, you know, the EGR system definitely does get clogged up, so could be handy. Truck coolant refiller, $400. I got mine. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't that much. I want to say it was under 200, but I can't remember, to be honest. I did a video on it, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. Diesel compression gauge, $243. I'm not sure what that is. Swivel gripper heavy duty set. Is that just an oil filter wrench? Looks like it. Half-inch drive, 50mm open-end metric crowfoot wrench. Oh, I guess for Hitachi and Komatsu earth moving equipment with hydraulic lines. But 50mm? Really? I would want something probably in 3/4 drive, not half-inch, but what am I to say? I don't know if these engineers really think about this too much, but like, if you have an M20 bolt that has, you know, a 30mm head, that's standard torque on that, I believe, is around 320 foot-pounds. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. And I don't think these like half-inch drive crow's feet are meant to handle that kind of torque. Even an open-end wrench, like mine, the open end always spreads, and it should be able to handle that kind of torque. Like, otherwise it's not engineered properly. Maybe it's just too big and bulky to be useful, but I'm gonna have to have my wrench replaced here pretty soon. Drain plug socket and a Duramax fuel filter water sensor wrench. I'm not sure if that's useful or not. I don't really work on Duramaxes too much. I wouldn't really call Duramax heavy duty, but I'd say it's more an automotive application, to be honest. Air ratchet here, $424. Don't think I would go with an air ratchet anymore, especially now. There's so many other options for cordless ratchets. They're so much nicer. My cordless ratchet, my air ratchet always just rolled around the bottom of my toolbox. I hated using it. It was so loud. But once the cordless ratchets came along, I use that thing non-stop, so it's up to you. And they've got, you know, the Blue Point version here. Blue Point air hammer. Half-inch drill. Yeah, that's the one that I got. Good drill, but I would look for a better deal. 3/4 drive impact wrench. I have I want to say it's the MG 1250. Been very happy with it. I bought it used on eBay. Actually, if you want air tools, eBay is a really good place to look. A lot of people try and offload air tools once they decide that the trade maybe not for them or what have you. So good impact for sure. I don't know if I would, want to pay $1,000 for it, but there you go. Blue Point impact. I wouldn't waste my time with that. 1/2-inch drive air impact wrench. I also have this impact and I never use it because it's too weak for a 1/2-inch. Maybe it'd be good in a 3/8. 1/2-inch drive air impact. I guess is that their new one? PT850. Sure. I've seen a couple reviews on it. Seems like it's decent. I've never actually personally used it. But more and more, I just use my cordless impact now. I rarely go for my air. Every once in a while, I guess. Yeah. Some more pneumatic tools here. Actually, prices are up there a little bit, but for Snap-on, maybe it's not too bad. The long nose or whatever you want to call it extension on the die grinder could be a very useful tool. I found myself wanting one today, but other air tools here, 1/2 horsepower pneumatic tools. They do make some nice air tools, that's for sure. Reciprocating saws. I'm not sure how useful that extended cutoff tool would be, or how much power it could possibly have. Maybe it's just kind of for buffing or something like that. There you have it. And then there are cordless tools, I guess. They're decent tools from what I've used of them. My only issue would be the price. Really? Like $750 for a cordless drill. I don't know. To me, it's not worth it at all. $754 for 1/2-inch impact, 3/8 impact. Yeah, I can't really justify the price. I think Milwaukee is pretty much stealing Snap-on's lunch money in this category. And they got their 14.4 lineup. I actually have this 3/8 ratchet, and it's a good tool. I've done a full review on it. I'll leave a link in the description for that. I compared it to my Milwaukee one, and it still gets me every time where it sticks out with the battery. I can't believe they didn't make it so that it kind of fits along the profile of the handle. You'd think they'd have enough space in the tool for that. Yeah, at the top of the page, they got some specialty sockets, bud wheel impact sockets. Not too many of those rolling around anymore, but every once in a while, yeah. 3/4 drive U-bolt impact socket could be pretty handy. It's 2 inches longer. And tighten up those U-bolts without having to break out the torch and cut the end off so you can get your socket on the rest of the way. 3/4 drive T60 torque spit socket. Then these driveline extension sockets. They are pretty useful, pretty handy, I guess, but there's other tools that work too. 1/2-inch drive swivel sockets, pretty nice. Prices are up there. So, lock-in extension set. And then the 4-piece 3/8 drive snap ring impact extensions. I got a head bolt torque adapter. I could see that being useful for sure. 1/2-inch drive sensor socket, so for knock sensors or whatever. Got the prices there. Most of them are the same size as O2 sensors, so there you go, 7/8 or whatever. I guess it's 22 mil. Wing nut socket set. or socket. Yeah, that's good for battery boxes on the Kenworth. I actually just made my own out of an old socket that I didn't care about. Non-marring air hammer ends. Air hammer bit set. There's a few of them I probably don't use, like this guy here. I don't really use too much, but the other ones are good. Drill bits, $290, 29-piece set. Prices are, they're at Snap-on, so they're up there. Master extractor set. I haven't tried that particular one yet, but $490, I don't know. Usually I end up just drilling the broken stud out or whatever and helicoiling. I don't know. I don't screw around with that. Tap and die set, $407. You can get another one way cheaper, just as good. Cuts the threads the same. Another extractor set. Rethreading kit. I actually have that kit and I do use it quite often, and $138. I think it's rebranded though. You might be able to find the same kit elsewhere, but it's definitely a good kit to have for sure. It's a little different than like a tap and die set. You're not cutting threads with it, you're just cleaning old threads or damaged threads. That's what it's good for, and it doesn't remove excess material or anything like that or whatever. It just cleans the threads out. Another extractor set. I guess it's always good to have options. The left-hand extractor set. Sometimes you can get have good luck with left-hand drill bits, turning them backwards. Sometimes you get lucky. Tandem tracker set for truck. Not really sure what that's for. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. Bearing splitters. These types of things are always good to find at, in Canada, Princess Auto or probably Harbor Freight, I guess, in the States. Never been there, but I don't really use bearing splitters a whole lot. Every once in a while I do, and when I do need one, they're definitely need to have tool. They're handy. So not worth spending a whole ton of money on, but you need one in your toolbox for sure. Adapter set for Dodge Ram vehicles. Once again, not really heavy duty. I wouldn't say I'd call it automotive, but who am I to say? Trailer kingpin extension. I guess it's good for alignments, probably, is what they're using that for. Tandem tracker set, truck. There you go. More alignment stuff, I guess. Turntables, slip plates. Digital torque wrenches. Once again, I've said it before, nice to have. Is the price worth it? I guess it depends on what you're doing. Lots of engine work, yeah, you bet. Not so much on the engine side of things, or you're doing a lot of torque turns or whatever, then maybe not. It's if you do a little figuring, you can do your torque angles too without it. So there you go. There's your prices. A little bit off. Looks like kind of standard 10% off maybe. The nice ratchet head. And then the split beam style. I actually like these style of torque wrench. You don't have to dial them down after you're done using them, and then the flex head is nice. I find, they're ergonomic. But they're also made by Precision Instruments, I do believe. So check them out. Same thing, less money. And then the standard, half-inch drive torque wrenches that Snap-on's always had for years. Some wrenches here. They've got their combination wrenches. Doesn't look like it's the flank drive plus, just the regular flank drive. Oh, that's for the your big wrenches, I guess. Jeez, those add up fast. 12-point flank drive ratcheting wrenches. Yeah, there you go. Extra long screwdrivers. Actually, could be handy. I would like one though that you can get a wrench on the end. But There you go. The 1/2-inch drive bent handle. I actually kind of like that style of ratchet. Got the long pick sets, and of course, wouldn't be a Snap-on flyer without their little screwdriver set. Slack adjuster tools as well. Yeah, I have both those and use them quite a bit. Although not as much anymore now that more trucks have disc brakes. Yeah, up here they've got a 16-piece punch and chisel set. Once again, I kind of maybe cheap out on those. They get damaged anyways, mushroomed heads, and no sense in spending a ton of money on them. A little demolition chisel, nice to have the extra handle. Hacksaw, something probably won't use a whole lot of, might as well just buy a cheap one. Those are nice air chucks for sure. $50 though. I mean, you can buy one for 10 or 20. Tire pressure gauge, Blue Point, $72. No thanks. Replaceable hammerheads. Yeah, depending on what you're doing. Could be good. Dial bore gauge. I guess that's good for measuring your brake drums and stuff like that. 6-inch brake rotor caliper and just a regular electronic caliper. Yeah, $180 and $192. 12-inch steel rule for $50. 9-inch level. I don't know, you can almost get those for free, I think, for those little ones. Service tray, handy to have, but $495. No thanks. A little creeper seat there for almost $200. Under the dash creeper, $269. Maybe if you do a lot of dash work, I don't know. Shop vac, definitely not worth $458. You can get one for a lot less than that. Does the same thing. Wash nozzles, yeah. Floor mat, really? $238? No. Impact gloves, various styles. Definitely up there in price. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you could find something for $20-30. Be a lot better. Safety glasses, built-in earplugs. Ooh, fancy. Earmuffs. Clip case. Yeah, knickknacks. Gloves. Nitrile gloves, $23 for a box. Yeah, right. Socket trays. And these magnetic trays. They look like they could be useful. Not really sure what the best option is for socket trays still. I haven't found anything that I really like. I don't know. There you have it. Well, there's the, I guess the Snap-on flyer review for September and the heavy duty edition for September, October. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll talk to you in the next one.